1992년 방송국에 방문한 린다.
Hitler's Germany Part 5, Women in the War. Mark.
그녀는 2차 세계대전 당시 자신이 겪은 경험에 대해 인터뷰를 하게 되고
Tell me about the war.
이내
When did you first become interested in it?
과거 회상에 잠기게 되죠.
The movies. War movies. Anything set in Germany. Didn't matter if it was the First World War or the Second. I especially loved anything set in Berlin. From the time I was a child, my grandmother and my father told me stories about their beloved city.
You spoke German in your household?
To my mother, I spoke English. She was Irish, born in Brooklyn. To my father, I spoke German. But he warned me to keep this language a secret. Because outside of our neighborhood in Queens, New York, if people heard me speak German, they would either think that I was a Nazi sympathizer, or they would know I was a Jew.
독일에 있는 유태인 친척으로부터 편지를 받은 린다.
Hitlers neuester Verordnung besagt, dass Juden kein Deutschen mehr sind. Nor can Hannah, Sophie or I go to a beauty parlor because Hitler says the hair of a Jew is infectious.
We have been invited by friends to hide with them somewhere in Berlin. I guess it was then that the fantasy began. I dreamed of parachuting into Germany and rescuing them. My father's two sisters, Hannah and Liesel, and Hannah's daughter, Sophie.
The doomed city of Warsaw.
So you contacted the War Department about becoming a spy.
I wouldn't have known who to contact about becoming a spy.
2차 세계대전이 한창이었던 1940년 성인이 된 린다는 취업을 위해 고향을 떠나 뉴욕 대도시로 향하는데
Because it's not our war. It's not our problem. If any blood is going to be shed, keeping Hitler out of England, let it be English blood, not American. Because it's not our war. It's not our problem.
이때 시위자에게 다가가는 한 남성을 보게 되고 이내 시위를 중단시키는 당당한 모습에 그녀는 그에게 호기심을 품은 채 법률회사 면접에 참석하게 되죠.
I'm sure your typing skills are superior, Miss Vose, but a degree from Queen's Clerical College is a bit beneath our standards. Our legal secretaries come directly from Vassar. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, I understand.
So unless you have something to add to change my mind, I'm afraid I really couldn't.
Lower your standards? Listen, I wouldn't want you to. You might have to work with someone who's had to get her hands dirty, and I'm sure that would be very uncomfortable for you and the girls from Vassar.
그렇지만 명문대 출신이 아니라는 이유로 면접에 탈락하자 린다는 분노한 채 회사를 나서려는 이때 면접관은 유창하게 독일어를 구사하는 린다를 보며
Miss Vose, you failed to mention that you speak a second language.
그녀를 냉철하지만 괴팍한 성격의 변호사 에드 일랜드의 번역가로 채용을 결심합니다.
I saw you on the street this morning with that speaker.
서로가 구면이었던 두 사람.
You were great. Reminded me of Jimmy Stewart in The Mortal Storm.
90 words a minute, bilingual speaks German with the accent of a Berlin butcher's wife.
Berlin butcher's wife.
Home taught by her grandmother, who's from Berlin.
Your grandmother, did she insist you speak,
German? She doesn't speak English.
She's lived here for...
She's been in this country for 18 years.
Yeah, so my question is, if she's lived here for 18 years, why doesn't she speak,
She prefers German.
Does she prefer Germany?
She's Jewish.
You're Jewish?
Half.
No. Just means we're half sure you're not a Nazi spy. Could you stand up and turn around, please? It's a test I like to give.
Well, I'll take it sitting down.
What I was going to ask you to do is stand up, turn around, and close your eyes and tell me everything you see in the room. It's an observation test now.
Pictures of sailboats and polo ponies, bookcases that need dusting, carpets that need cleaning, and a couple of guys from Harvard who are surprised that a girl who needs a job won't be treated like a slave.
Are you always like this?
린다는 에드의 마음을 사로잡으며 비서로 채용되지만 기쁨도 잠시 지속적으로 반복되는 그의 이상한 행동에서 의문을 품게 되죠.
In February of 1940, one of the switchboard girls accidentally tapped into his private line and heard a voice that she swore was Franklin Delano Roosevelt's. And by fall of that year, Ed Leland's whereabouts were completely unpredictable. He'd vanish for weeks at a time, returning as abruptly as he left to dictate letters that made no sense at all.
Please report that my wife Sunflower and I and her new dog Rover just returned from the seashore where we saw a flock of birds, seabirds, a flock of 14 seabirds diving for fish.
You wouldn't say seabirds, you would say pelicans. Unless, of course, this is all just some kind of code, in which case you should just tell me so that I would stop bothering you.
And why would you say something like that?
Well, your wife's name is not Sunflower. You don't even have a wife.
Where were we?
Except that the code is a dead giveaway. I mean, 14 birds diving for fish. It's obviously a fleet of 14 submarines. My God, they do it better in the movies. Did you see Espionage Agent with Brenda Marshall?
No.
Well, in it, when she talked about submarines, she talked about her rose garden.
My wife Susan, who I call Sunflower. This photograph was taken a year before I put her in a sanitarium in Switzerland.
And about this photo, the woman's name is Jennifer Krim, a model you were never married to, but only dated.
Oh, this is outrageous. I don't have to listen to this anymore. How do you know all these things?
I might be a better spy than you are.
에드는 명석하고 당당한 그녀의 모습에 호감을 갖게 되고
And Ed Leland had cast his eyes in my direction. For us, like the war, it was just a matter of time.
함께하는 시간이 많아질수록 서로의 매력에 흠뻑 빠진 두 사람.
What are you doing tonight?
Tonight? Tonight I have tickets for the opera.
I've never been to the opera.
마침내 그 둘은 참아왔던 마음을 표현하며 연인 사이로 발전하게 되죠.
Secret lovers. Until a Sunday morning in December, when we lay listening to a symphony on the radio, I said I'd never been to a concert and would love to go with him someday.
그렇지만 행복도 잠시.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air, President Roosevelt has just announced.
일본이 진주만 공습을 감행하자 미국은 연합군으로 전쟁에 참여하게 되고 에드는 워싱턴 전략사무국 소속의 육군 대령 신분을 드러내는데
So you accompanied him to Washington?
To the Washington airport.
I'm continuing on.
What does that mean?
Things change. I don't want you to be waiting. I don't want to be...
But Ed, what's a war for? If not to hold on to what we love.
조국을 위해 헌신해야만 했던 에드는 사랑하는 여자를 남겨둔 채 전선으로 떠나며
And no one ever knew I loved him.
린다는 시래에 빠지게 되죠.
While America went to war, Ed disappeared in Europe, and I disappeared into the information center of the War Department, sorting, filing, and distributing information about Germany, and where I secretly searched for clues about Ed Leland. Clues in words such as trooper, which I found out was Ed's code name. I knew he was traveling and into dangerous places. I also knew I didn't want to care.
6개월 후 히틀러가 유럽을 점령하고 수많은 미국 청년들이 전쟁에서 희생되자 에드가 살아 돌아올 것이라는 희망이 점차 사라지던 어느 날
And the man named Ed Leland had disappeared from the face of the earth.
린다는 답답한 마음에 클럽에 방문하는데
Excuse me. I noticed you're looking a bit lonely. Would you like to dance?
No, thanks.
이때 매력적인 여성 장교와 클럽에 들어서는 에드를 보게 되며 복잡한 마음에 휩싸이게 되죠.
At ease, gentlemen. Good evening. Hello, Linda.
Hello, Ed. What brings you to town?
Well, I had to come in for something. I'm going to be here for a while.
It's great.
Would you like to dance?
Nah, you're busy. I don't want to dance.
Would you all excuse us for a couple of minutes, please?
We'll be over there, okay?
When you start smoking?
I don't know.
Kind of a silly thing to do.
I'm a silly girl, Ed. I think you're living proof of that. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and don't tell me it's the war. When I've been waiting for 6 months to hear whether you're dead or alive, and you waltz into a nightclub.
Linda, I came in last night. I was gonna call you.
Oh, go to hell. Careful, Ed. You might have to admit that you know me.
Linda, it is the war.
You're so noble, Ed.
Excuse me, sir. I thought the young lady might like to dance.
The lady is busy.
I'd love to dance.
I'm cutting in.
Don't let him.
Excuse me, sir, but I don't think the young lady wants to dance
Don't
with
try
you.
it. I'll leave here with your Adam's apple in my pocket.
You did love me, didn't you? I couldn't have been wrong.
You weren't.
Well, then how do you stop? I want to.
결국 그 둘은 다시 사랑을 이어나가며 린다는 에드의 비서로 일을 시작하는데
His name was Albert Eckert. You know his file by the codename Zipper. A society dress designer, popular with the wives of high-ranking SS officials in Berlin. It's when he was last seen by our senior operative Sunflower buying roses at a marketplace. His access to information was his close relationship to Hedda Drescher, wife of Horst Drescher, a social climbing young Nazi who ingratiates himself to his superiors by hosting elegant dinner parties in his beautiful home. The simple genius of Eckert's method was to bring Hedda a new gown for each of these social occasions and help her get dressed in the upstairs study, where he was allowed to linger for a glass of port when the party began, at which time he'd lock the door and microfilm certain documents that Drescher was in the habit of bringing back from the War Office. Documents like this. And this. Documents which lead us to believe that somewhere in Germany, scientists are developing a bomb that can fly by itself. We need someone to get back into Drescher's study and do it fast. Find out where this work is being done and stop it before it goes any further. What about Erich Erdmann, the language professor from Tufts? He came from Munich.
They were both born in Germany, so they'll be instant best friends.
Linda.
That is what you need, though. Someone who can literally move in and live there. Someone with a low-class Berlin accent who could work as a domestic. Someone with the accent of a Berlin butcher's wife.
Gentlemen, let's break for dinner.
그녀의 판단에 분노한 에드.
Because you are a secretary, you are not a spy.
Because I'm a secretary?
You're not suited to it, Linda. You have no formal training whatsoever.
I have relatives still hiding there.
I doubt it.
But they're still
But
hiding?
you know what's happening.
꿈꿔왔던 친척들과의 지회를 위해 린다는 에드를 설득하고자 그날 밤 다시 그를 찾게 되죠.
Linda.
Ed, I want you to taste my strudel, the way my grandmother taught me to make it, and my apple compote. She taught me to cook German style, the way my grandfather likes it. And on nights when they didn't have people over, I could bring tea and strudel up to the Drescher's study, and I could be left alone in the study to clean up. This is not about you and me, goddammit. I want to do something important with my life.
You know what you're getting yourself into, Linda.
Yeah, the war.
결국 린다는 베를린에 가기 위한 스위스행 비행기에 몸을 싣게 되고
He agreed to send me for 2 weeks only, insisting that whether I succeeded or not, I'd come out of Berlin in exactly 14 days. I was given a quick course in the use of a microfilm camera and a purse that made up in function for what it lacked in fashion. Beyond that, it was all guts. Accompanying me as far as Switzerland, Ed would turn me over to the legendary Sunflower, a German working for the Americans, who would take me on my final journey into Berlin.
스위스에 도착한 두 사람.
I'll meet you in 2 weeks. Right on this platform, 2 weeks from today.
린다는 마중 나온 해바라기 콘라드 프리드리히와 접선을 시도하며 에드와 헤어지게 됩니다.
Eyes down, say nothing. And try not to look like a spy.
Are you mute?
You said not to speak.
Auf Deutsch, bitte.
Sie haben Englisch gesprochen.
Gute Gott, your accent.
What's wrong with my accent?
It's from the gutter. My God, what have they sent me?
마침내 국경을 지나 독일에 도착한 린다. 전쟁의 참혹한 폐해를 마주하며 프리들이 집에 도착하지만
Toilet, wash basin. You'll stay in here until I decide what to do.
어떠한 설명 없이 지하방에 갇히게 되고 다음 날 인기척에 눈을 뜨게 되죠.
Es tut mir leid, dass ich Sie erschreckt habe.
프리드리히의 동료 마거리.
Herr Friedrichs ist nicht zu Hause.
Nun, in Bezug auf Ihren Dialekt hat er Unrecht. He said if your cooking was anything like your accent, it was strictly for the beer halls. We're putting you into Drescher's house 1 week from today to cook for a party which is most important to him. His temper is legendary when things go wrong. My uncle didn't tell you I was coming. I'm Marguerite von Eberstein, of the class von Ebersteins. My father, the Baron, is an actual friend of Hitler. Der Führer's been to my house. To tell you the truth, it's my mother he likes. She's a famous concert pianist, and der Führer, like Horst Drescher, is a man of great pretensions.
마거릿의 활발하고 적극적인 성격에 그 둘은 금세 가까워지며 린다는 첫 임무를 부여받는데
Our first job was to contact my courier, a fishmonger who would export any documents, microfilm, or written messages inside cartons of frozen fish to Norway. That's him?
Yeah.
How does it work? I just go over?
What's a message for practice?
For practice, I wrote a message indicating I was looking for my relatives, Hannah, Liesel, and Sophie Weiss.
What is that?
My family. We heard they're hiding in Berlin.
You're Jewish?
Half. American spy stuff. There was a password.
Really?
Yeah, something about fish. Codfish.
긴장이 역력한 그녀는 암호를 상기한 채 가게에 들어서지만
Is cod in fresh season?
We are closed.
I meant, is fresh cod in season?
이때 독일군이 들이닥치고 당황한 두 사람.
Sag ihm doch einfach kurz, warum.
Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
Papers. You got this as a Tauschmarkt?
Yes.
What did you pay for it?
40 marks.
You overpaid.
Komm schon, es wird spät.
Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
린다는 운반책의 도움으로 무사히 위기에서 벗어나자 안도감에 참아왔던 눈물을 흘리게 되죠.
My friendship with Marguerite von Eberstein was the closest that I'd ever known.
마거릿 집에 방문한 린다.
Meet Hitler's favorite piano player.
You say I'm your cook?
I want to see her kiss a Jew.
Well, if it isn't my pretty girl, how nice to see you. Where have you been for so long?
Oh, Mother, this is my friend from university, Lena von Klopper. Her father is the Baron von Klopper of Plun. You know, the big castle of Plun.
Oh, that von Klopper. How nice to meet you, my dear.
그렇게 마거릿과 즐거운 일상을 보내던 중 린다는 또 다른 임무를 받게 되고
A week after my arrival, Horst Drescher was to give a dinner party that his chef would be unable to attend.
계획대로 그녀는 드레셔가 주최하는 파티에 유리사로 잠입하며
The doves aren't cooked yet?
The doves we serve cold.
마침내 만찬이 시작되는데
It's like they knew we were coming. Everything was here.
For my honored guest, Herr General Franz Otto Dietrich, a specialty from Düsseldorf. Hot cucumber soup.
We saw you on the news films at Berchtesgaden, Herr Dietrich.
Yes?
Hitler was looking young.
린다의 실수에 당황한 드레셔.
My apologies. She just came today.
Really? Where from?
Düsseldorf.
이어 메인 요리가 나오지만
Delicious. Makes me feel like a wolf.
엉망이 된 저녁 식사 자리에
Niemals! Und jetzt raus hier!
결국 해고된 그녀는 답답한 마음에 길을 걷다.
What are you doing out here? Don't you know it's dangerous?
우연히
Wait. It's me. The soup?
디트리히를 보게 되죠.
He dismissed you.
Yes.
And you'll be home by 10. Can I drop you?
Yes.
You're a foreigner. You're not really a cook, are you? The agencies have done that to me as well. Sent me 2 nannies who knew nothing about children.
How many?
2.
My father took care of 8. With my help, of course. I was the oldest.
You have an education?
Apparently not enough to cook doves.
린다에게 호감을 보이는 디트리히는
I hate to let one get away.
그녀를 보모로 채용하자
Unable to let anyone know what had happened or why I'd been whisked away.
린다는 2주 후 돌아오겠다는 에드와의 약속을 지키지 못한 채 한 시골 마을에서 뒤세도르프 출신으로 신분을 숨기며 살아가게 되죠.
In a privileged German world. As far as I was concerned, it couldn't have been planned better. In one quick jump, I'd landed in the upstairs chambers of one of the Third Reich's elite, and where I had no doubt that information critical to the German war effort was being held. But no matter how hard I searched, I could find nothing. Not the briefcase, nor anything even resembling an official document. And I had no idea where.
그렇게 시간이 지나고 독일이 전쟁에서 우위를 점하자 히틀러는 시가행진을 벌이는데
Franz, hello!
Stason, what a surprise. You know Miss Albrecht? Stason von Niest.
You the one who served the raw ducks? I was the Drescher's. Your old employer wants you back.
Oh, you can tell Drescher he's too late.
No, it's her employer before that who wants her back.
From Dusseldorf?
No, Friedrichs of the Foreign Office. The old gentleman?
당황한 린다.
What was his name from the Foreign Office?
Conrad Friedrichs.
그리고 생각에 잠긴 디트리히. 한편 독일의 행보를 주시하고 있었던 에드는 히틀러의 행진 영상을 보던 중 우연히
Stop the film!
린다를 보게 되죠.
Hey, Will, we got it. His name's Franz Otto Dietrich. Right up there in the Wehrmacht. Spent last Christmas with Hitler and Eva in Berchtesgaden. Look, they are definitely together. She's got her hand on him.
I contact Sunflower, get me into Switzerland.
What's the plan?
Get her the hell out of there.
And had you any idea they'd located you?
Nor did I know that Franz Dietrich had become suspicious of me.
이 사실을 몰랐던 린다는 전쟁이 격화되며 베를린이 공격당하자 자신의 존재를 알리고 다음 지시를 받기 위해 운반책과 접선을 시도합니다.
All this way for a fish. Oh, you like the fish from Berlin, I promise. I hate fish. Okay, I heard you. Careful. Excuse me.
Can I help you?
Is fresh cod in season?
I had given up on you. I thought you didn't like our fish.
You found them.
It's not so easy to find just a few fish in such a big sea.
Fish over here that I think you might want to take a look at.
There you are, 210.
이때
No! No!
한눈판 사이 린다는 자신의 메시지가 담긴 생선을 놓치는데 불행 중 다행으로 그녀는 친척이 은신해 있는 장소를 확보하며
Where my relatives were hiding in a basement
설렘으로 긴 밤을 보내게 되죠.
In the morning after dropping the children at school, I'd have just enough time to make it back and forth to the city.
Berlin?
린다는 곧 친척을 만날 수 있다는 기대감에 한껏 들뜬 채 베를린으로 향하는데 이때 한 남성이 다가오고
Destination?
그 순간 기적처럼 린다는 말 못하는 독일군 장교로 위장해 자신을 구하러 온 애들을 보게 되죠.
Ticket for night's train to Dusseldorf, which you will not take. I'll meet you at the train for Switzerland, where I'll give you new identification.
I'm not ready to go. Not tonight.
I didn't hear you right, did I?
I found my cousins.
Somebody help me out here, please.
There are no Jews left in this city.
Alexanderplatz, 99 Kinderstrasse. Just one more day.
To do what?
To let them know that I'll try to help them. I won't leave here without doing this.
This ticket, it's good for 24 hours. So are my papers. They expire tomorrow at 6.
I'm sorry, Ed.
Don't stand me up tomorrow night.
What do you want to see? I want to see every animal there is.
린다는 의심을 피하기 위해 아이들과 동물원에 가는 척 길을 나서는데 마침내 가족이 숨어 지내는 은신처를 발견한 린다.
Kids, wait here.
Where are you going?
그녀는 기대를 갖고 지하로 향하지만 폐허가 된 이곳에서 이미 체포된 친척의 흔적만을 보며 좌절감에 오열하던 중 연합군의 공습이 시작되자 그녀는 아이들을 데리고 서둘러 집으로 향합니다.
You were in Berlin?
We went to the zoo.
You should have asked me.
If they come again, we'll go down to your secret room. All right?
Yes.
In the cellar.
린다는 집에 밀실이 있다는 것을 알게 되자 이대로 떠날 수 없었기에 서둘러 지하를 내려가 주위를 둘러보던 중 극적으로 비밀 공간을 확인하게 되죠. 이 시간 린다를 기다리는 에드는 약속 시간이 다가오자 초조해하는데 그날 저녁 마침내 그녀는 밀실에서 원하는 자료를 확보하게 되고 필름으로 남기던 중 인기척을 느끼자 서둘러 자리를 피하지만 조심스레 린다를 쫓는 디트리히 그녀를 발견하고 조심스레 말문을 열게 됩니다.
I was afraid you might have left us.
Why would I?
Perhaps you'd learned enough. That's what you're doing, isn't it? For Herr Himmler and his friends, for the Gestapo, infiltrating my house to find out if I'm soft of the principles of the Reich, if I can be drawn into confiding my secrets.
On my life, I am not Gestapo.
린다를 내부 감시자로 오해하고 있었던 디트리히
It's not right that such a beautiful woman should labor.
I have no choice.
다행히도 위기를 모면한 그녀는
Von Karajan is playing Wagner, and sit beside me tomorrow night.
그와 함께 공연을 관람하지만 하필 그곳에서 마거리 덤마를 보게 되자
My God, that's Olga Leiner. Do you know her?
She must mistake me for someone.
자신의 정체가 밝혀질까 극도의 불안감에 휩싸이게 되고 공연이 끝난 직후 서둘러 자리를 피하는 과정에서 결국 라이너와 마주하게 되죠.
Frau Leiner, I'm Franz Dietrich, a great admirer. You know Miss Albrecht?
She went to university with my daughter. You must come up to the apartment again sometime and bring your charming friend.
린다를 의심하기 시작한 디트리히 그렇게 집에 돌아오는데
Herr Dietrich.
It's late, Lina.
그의 냉담한 반응에 린다는 두려움을 느끼던 중 설상가상으로 권총을 장전하는 그의 모습을 보자 극심한 공포에 사로잡히며 서둘러 집을 나와 무사히 마거릿집으로 피신하는데 성공합니다.
You don't know how worried I've been. Friedrich called me. Maybe change your looks, cut your hair.
Marguerite, a microfilm. The location of the factory. It's in Peenemünde.
Good. And where is the microfilm?
I hid it.
Where?
Outside. The phone booth, the coin box is loose.
Good. I'll get it.
안도아는 이인다. 그렇지만 집안을 둘러보던 중 독일군 신분인 마거릿의 진짜 정체를 알게 되고 이어 누군가와 통화하는 모습을 보자 그녀가 이중첩자임을 확신하며 이곳을 벗어나려는 순간 집에 들어서는 마거릿을 보게 되죠.
Oh, God, forgive me. I'll be here soon. I'll make sure they take care of you.
Why now? Why didn't you turn me in before?
We've been watching Dietrich. When you blundered into his house, we thought we could use you to feed me information. If he was loyal.
자신이 내부 감시자였음을 밝히는 마거릿.
My cousins.
I work for the High. And I confess, except for you, I have no use for Jews.
이때 몸싸움이 벌어지고 사망한 마거릿. 필름을 되찾은 린다는 달아나는 과정에서 집으로 진입하는 독일군을 보자
Alle Mann raus! Alle Mann raus! Die sind kommen!
그녀는 꾀를 내어 그들을 따돌리는데 성공하지만 심각한 부상으로 정신을 잃게 되죠. 다음 날
She's got to be in the building. She wouldn't have lasted this long on the street.
뒤늦게 현장에 도착한 에드.
How do we get into the basement?
다행히도 부상당한 그녀를 발견하고 조국으로 돌아가기 위해 스위스 국경으로 향합니다.
Forget about dying. You're not allowed to die.
I've never seen you look scared before.
I don't want to lose you. I want to be with you. Always.
You wouldn't say that unless you were sure I was gonna die. I love you.
Linda.
결국 린다는 정신을 잃게 되며 에드는 우연히 그녀의 장갑 속에서 필름을 발견하고 생각에 잠기는데
Schweizer Grenze. Alle Passagiere aussteigen bitte für Sicherheitskontrolle auf der deutschen Seite.
Okay, let's go.
마침내 그는 린다를 안고 국경을 통과하기 위해 검문소로 향합니다.
Ihre Papiere, bitte. Was ist mit der Frau passiert? Diese Papiere sind nicht amtlich bestätigt. Als Offizier der SS müssen Sie das wissen. Ich verlange eine Erklärung. Sein Hals da. Sehen Sie mal nach.
위기에 처한 에드. 별다른 방도가 없었던 그는 무력을 사용하게 되고 죽을 힘을 다해 달아나는 과정에서 총상을 입게 되는데
Stoppen Sie das! Er ist am Dönsboden! Tun Sie was!
다행히도 국경을 넘는데 성공하자
Er ist in der Schweiz! Tun Sie was!
총격은 끝이 나며 아군의 지원을 받아 다행히도 목숨을 건지게 되죠.
It surprised no one that Ed was too stubborn to die. He was conscious enough to hear news reports of the bombing of Peenemünde just 14 days later.
So you did get the microfilm out?
Yes. It was discovered clutched in my hand when I was brought to the hospital in Switzerland. I'd hidden it in my glove, knowing that it would be removed if I were examined by a doctor and overlooked if I were searched by an enemy.
Very clever. How did you know that?
Did you ever see a movie called Victory at Dawn?
I should have known.
그렇게 인터뷰가 끝이 나고
Those are my sons. Can I get them on TV?
Of course, we'd be delighted.
There's my husband.
Mr. Leland.
가정을 꾸린 그 둘의 행복한 모습과 함께 이렇게 영화는 끝이 납니다.